Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Everyday English Podcast, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Anna.
And I'm Mark. We're so happy you're here with us today. So tell me, Anna, what smells amazing to you right now? Can you smell it?
Well, Mark, I'm in my studio, but I think I can imagine the smell of something sweet baking in the oven. Maybe cinnamon and ginger?
Yes, exactly. That warm, sweet smell. It makes me think of Christmas, and that's our topic today.
It is. Today, we are going to talk about Christmas food. Now, we know our listeners celebrate many different holidays, but Christmas food is a very common topic in many English-speaking countries in December. So learning these words can help you understand conversations, movies, songs, and maybe even join a festive meal with friends.
That's right. And don't worry, we're not giving you a cooking lesson. We're going to learn the simple, everyday English you need to talk about these foods. What are they called? How do you say you like them, or maybe don't like them?
Oh, I have a feeling you might not like one very famous Christmas food, Mark.
You know me too well, Anna. Okay, let's start with something everyone can agree on, something sweet. How about we begin with Christmas cookies?
Perfect. Cookies are small, sweet biscuits. At Christmas, people bake special cookies. They're often in fun shapes, like stars, trees, or snowmen, and they have icing on top.
Icing is that sweet, hard sugar topping, often white or colorful. So you might say, I love decorating Christmas cookies with my family. Or, would you like a Christmas cookie? Let's hear a short conversation.
Okay, imagine two friends, Lisa and Ben, at a party. Ben, try one of these cookies. My son made them. Oh, a star-shaped cookie. It looks great. It's delicious. It tastes like ginger. Yes, they are gingerbread cookies, his favorite.
Nice and simple. Try one. It looks great. It's delicious. Great phrases. And she said gingerbread. Gingerbread is a classic Christmas flavor. It's a little spicy and sweet. You can have gingerbread cookies or even a gingerbread house.
A gingerbread house. That's a house made of gingerbread cookies, and you use icing to stick the pieces together and decorate it with candy. It's more for decoration than for eating, but it's very fun to make. Now, after cookies, maybe we want something bigger for dinner. What is the most famous Christmas food of all, Mark?
For a big Christmas dinner, I think the most famous is roast turkey.
Yes, a turkey is a big bird. Roast means it's cooked for a long time in the oven. It's the center of the meal. So on Christmas Day, the family sits together and eats roast turkey.
And with the turkey, we have other foods on the plate. These are called side dishes. One very important side dish is stuffing.
Stuffing. This is a mix of bread, herbs, onion, and sometimes sausage. It cooks inside the turkey so it gets all the tasty juices. It's so good. You might ask, do you want more stuffing? Or say, the stuffing is my favorite part.
Another classic side dish is roast potatoes. Potatoes cut into pieces, cooked in the oven with oil or fat from the turkey until they're golden and crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. Amazing.
You're making me hungry, Mark. And we also often have vegetables. A common one is Brussels sprouts.
Ah, Brussels sprouts. Those are the small, green, round vegetables. They look like tiny cabbages.
I knew it. I knew this was the food you don't like. You don't like Brussels sprouts, do you?
No, I really don't. I think they taste a bit bitter. But many people love them. It's a very traditional Christmas vegetable. So it's a perfect example. You can say, I love Brussels sprouts with the turkey. Or you can say what I say.
Which is?
No, thank you. I'm okay. Or, I'll just have one, please. It's okay to not like a food. Just be polite. Now, let's have another mini conversation about the main dinner. Imagine a family at the table. Mom is serving the food.
Christmas dinner is ready. Who wants turkey?
I do. Lots of it, please. And don't forget the stuffing. Can I have some roast potatoes, Mom?
Great example. You heard, who wants, can I have, and a polite way to say you only want a little of something. Wonderful. Now, after this big dinner, we are very full, but there's always space for dessert.
Dessert is the sweet food you eat after the main meal, and the king of Christmas desserts is Christmas pudding.
Christmas pudding is a dark, heavy, round cake. It's made with dried fruit, spices, and sometimes a little alcohol. It's steamed for many hours. It's very traditional. People often pour warm brandy sauce or custard on top. Custard is a sweet, yellow, creamy sauce.
It's very rich. A small piece is enough. You might say, would anyone like Christmas pudding? Or, this pudding is delicious but very rich.
Another popular dessert, especially in North America, is pumpkin pie. It's a pie with a smooth, spiced pumpkin filling. You eat it cold with whipped cream on top. Whipped cream is cream that is mixed very fast until it becomes soft and fluffy. So good.
And we can't forget about drinks. At Christmas time, people drink special drinks. One very popular one is eggnog.
Eggnog. That's a drink made with milk, cream, sugar, eggs, and often a little nutmeg spice or rum. It's thick, sweet, and creamy. You drink it cold. Some people love it. Some people think it's strange. What do you think, Mark?
I'm in the love it group, but only a small glass. It's very sweet. A simpler drink is mulled wine. That's red wine heated with oranges, spices like cinnamon and cloves. It's warm and perfect for a cold December night.
And for children, or people who don't drink alcohol, there's always hot chocolate with marshmallows. Okay, we've talked about a lot of food. Let's take a quick break and give our listeners some tips and talk about common mistakes.
Tip number 1. Don't try to learn all these words at once. Choose 2 or 3 that are interesting to you. Maybe turkey, stuffing, and cookie. Practice those.
Yes, tip number 2, use the simple phrases we used. You don't need complicated sentences. It looks delicious. Can I try some? My favorite is. These are perfect.
Now, a common mistake. The word pudding. In American English, pudding is usually a soft, creamy dessert you eat with a spoon from a cup. But in British English, pudding can also mean dessert in general. So Christmas pudding is a specific cake, but after dinner, a British person might say, "What's for pudding?" meaning what's for dessert. It can be confusing.
That's a good one. Just remember, Christmas pudding is the specific dark round cake. For other desserts, you can just say dessert to be clear. Another tip, listen for these words in Christmas movies or songs. You'll hear turkey, cookies, pie all the time. It's great practice.
And finally, remember it's okay to not know a word. You can always point and ask, "What is this called?" or "What's in this?" People love to talk about their food.
Absolutely. Okay, let's do a practice and recap section. We'll say the key words and phrases slowly. Please repeat after us if you can.
First, the meals and types of food. Dinner, the big evening meal. Dessert, the sweet food after dinner. Side dish, the food next to the main food like potatoes.
Now some specific foods. Turkey, the big roast bird. Stuffing, the bread mix inside the turkey. Roast potatoes, crispy potatoes from the oven. Christmas pudding, the traditional dark, fruity dessert. Cookies, small, sweet biscuits.
And some useful phrases. It looks delicious. Can I have some, please? My favorite is the stuffing. No, thank you. I'm okay. What's for dessert?
Wow, Mark, your table looks wonderful.
Thank you, Anna. Merry Christmas. Please take a seat. Would you like some white meat or dark meat from the turkey?
White meat, please. And some of those roast potatoes. They look so crispy.
Here you go. Don't forget the vegetables.
I'll try a Brussels sprout. Just one. It's good. Sweet, not bitter.
Really? I'm glad you like it. Save space for dessert. My wife made pumpkin pie and Christmas pudding.
Oh my, I think I'll need a very small piece of both. We want to thank you so much for spending time with us today, learning how to talk about Christmas food in English. We hope you feel more confident now.
Remember, the best way to learn is to use the language. Maybe you can describe your favorite holiday food in the comments on our channel. We would love to read them.
Yes, please. Tell us, my favorite holiday food is... Write it below. It's great practice. And if you enjoyed this episode, please help our podcast grow.
You can help us by hitting the subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Give us a like if you found this useful and share it with a friend who is also learning English.
Your support means everything to us. We're here to help you on your English journey.
From both of us, Anna and Mark,
We wish you a very happy holiday season full of good food and good company.
and remember, keep practicing your English every day.